So it's been 3 days since the assassination attempt on our president, Mr. Trump. A lot of speculation out there, a lot of different opinions. I've just been watching it for a few days to see what actually did come out. And we'll never know the truth. Probably, but a lot of suspicious stuff going on. If you watch a lot of the videos, which I'm sure you all have, it's some crazy stuff there. Because, why was this guy allowed to climb up on a rooftop right there? People seen him, tried to report him. Nothing was done about it till he was on the roof with the gun and his target in sight. Don't understand a lot of that. And, I'm sure we'll never understand all of it because the truth won't come out about all of it. Why that rooftop in that building was not covered, which was just stupid, absolutely stupid. You can't tell me that they don't cover every location like this, a rooftop especially. I've read different things today that the head of the Secret Service said that reason they didn't cover the rooftop was because it was a sloping building, and she said that according to what news articles that it could have been dangerous for her guys to get up on it because of the way it was sloping, which is stupid too. That just don't make sense to me. But we'll see. I guess I'm sure they'll be investigating this for years to come. We'll never get answers, just like everything else that's investigated. And then you got the FBI leading the investigation, so that tells you right there, we'll never have answers to the truth. Anytime you got the FBI or the CIA, you're screwed, because the American people ain't going to know what happened. They don't want you to know what happened. But it don't look good, the whole deal. Just don't look good at all. And all you people out there saying it was rigged and set up by Trump, you got to be the damn stupidest people in the world. Come on. Ain't nobody going to take that kind of a chance of getting your head blowed off just for views or whatever y'all want to call it. I mean, it's just unreal. I mean, I can't believe people sit out there. I mean, I know there's conspiracy theories everywhere about everything. But I've watched a lot of people commenting on it, about how it's, it was an all set up. He set it up to, bullshit. He didn't set up nothing. Yeah, somebody set it up probably. Yeah, that's a fact. And it ain't looking good for the ones that probably set it up. I do think everything I've read and heard on the lady running the Secret Service, she is pretty well compromised politically. If you listen to a lot of what some of the other people say that know her and that has contacts with the Secret Service, a good one to go listen to, like I said, that one time is Dan Bongino. He was in the Secret Service. He still has a lot of friends in the Secret Service. His last 3 episodes have been absolutely great. And he gets some information from inside. But it don't look good on the ones that were there, especially. I mean, it was just like a delayed reaction when the first shot rang out, covering Mr. Trump. He had then dropped to the ground on stage. And then they run up and covered him. And that one poor woman, which looked like she was going to shake out of her shoes, scared to death. I just don't think there's a good fit of the people that's around him for his security in the Secret Service. And I don't want to talk bad about the women, but I just don't think some of the women were a good fit for the job they're in. It's a lot of emotion right there, especially when something like this happens. And some people can't deal with it. Some people can't react to it. So, and I'm sure it's all going to be investigated, and they'll go through it for, like I said, years to come. But I think Mr. Trump needs to actually get his own security. I'd keep the Secret Service, but I would absolutely find out who I have around me in those positions. I'd investigate that, check their past. I'm sure, they were anyway to even get the job, but still something just don't look right, don't feel right about the whole thing. So, it's, I don't know. It's, none of it makes sense. I guess we'll get more every day coming out on it. But whether we get the truth or not, who knows? You got your media, mainstream media is already out there telling their lies. CNN, some of them blaming Trump. Trump's not the one that caused all this divisive stuff that's going on in this country right now. That came from the Democrats and the liberal side. I don't care. You can argue with me all day about it, but that's where it come from. It started with the Obama era, starting all this divisive stuff, and it's gotten worse these past 3 to 4 years under this administration. It's just, when you're president, or y'all's president, I don't know who, he's not mine, but anyway, stood up there, a week or so back and said it was time to put a bullseye on Mr. Trump. You think that really helped things? I doubt it. I mean, there's people out here with mental disorders. They're just waiting for stuff like this to get in their head. And, and a lot of them is groomed to this point in life right here to do these kind of things. And this kid probably was. He's being indoctrinated so bad that he just took it. I don't think he took it upon himself to make this call. I think he was coached into it and directed of how to do it. And I don't know if if they let him know what the possibility of his dying was going to be, because it was a sure thing he wasn't going to make it out that day, but he didn't deserve to either. Sorry, that's the way I feel about it. I mean, it's just wrong to try to assassinate anybody, especially somebody in that position. I mean, we all get mad about politics and what's going on in this country, but it's no excuse for somebody to go out and try to assassinate or kill somebody. And and speaking of killing, I mean, there was one man, innocent man right there that was at the rally, lost his life, had a family, and 2 others critically injured. And it's just, it's wrong, man. It's just because you don't agree on political views or, things going on in this country. That's not how we solve problems in this country. And it's just, we got to get better, not just we. I mean, I'm talking about the whole country. But I don't think it's going to get better, because I don't think the liberals or the Democrats, have they calmed down the last few days after this? Yeah. But what's coming next? I think there's a lot behind all this. And I think there's a lot of people behind this. And it's just like some of them are shocked that they missed. And, and a lot of us are shocked it even happened, but not really, because we said it was going to happen probably. We knew it was coming. That was easy to pick. I mean, it was just, inevitable, because they've tried every way in the world to get rid of him. And I don't think this is their last straw. I really don't. Who knows what they'll try next? I mean, they've got so many people indoctrinated. And if you take a mentally ill person and keep telling them over and over and over every day, same thing about how bad this man is, he's killing our country, he's going to take away all your rights. You keep putting that stuff in his mind, and you get to a place like this kid was, and it don't take much to do it. And I think that's what's happened to this young man. I think he was indoctrinated to the point that he thought he was going to be a hero, and I guess he probably is to the liberals, I'm sure. But it's you reckon he's coming. Don't get high on your horse like y'all have done something, because you should be ashamed of yourself. Really should, because this man is a husband, a father, and a grandfather. And, you have no reason to take his life because you just disagree with his policies, man. It's just, that's wrong. I'm sorry, it's fucking wrong. And it just, I wouldn't sit here myself. I don't care for Biden. I don't care for most of the Democrats or liberals, but I'm not going to wish death on them. I don't wish anybody to go out and shoot them or, take them out. Do I think they should be, took out of the government and some of them shipped out of the country? Yeah, I do. But not just for somebody to go out and try to take them out with a rifle. And, that's just wrong, man. And it's a shame that's what our country's come to. But, and I'll say this, God was with him that day. God turned his head at the right moment. I know that. He knows that. He's even said it. And, if you look at the whole situation, God is traveling with that man right now. Everything that's went on with him, God has really been with him through what he's gone through. This man don't give up. I mean, he's been persecuted since the day he walked down that elevator in Trump Tower. I mean, in the last 4 years, it's been one thing after another, from New York to D.C. to Florida to Atlanta, trying to prosecute this man for things he didn't do, and they know it's wrong. They know there's nothing there, but they're still, this is basically election interference is all it is. That's what it comes down to, and it's pretty sad that they've gotten away with it now as far as they have. But I did see that the Judge Cannon in Florida has dismissed all the charges there. And I know out in Nevada they were trying to get something on him there. I'm not even sure what it was. I can't remember. But that judge out there said, no way, it's not here. It's nothing to this. And I think it's all going to come down to the point it's going to be dismissed. After that letter on that judge in New York, was it Judge Mercon, whatever his name is, idiot that he is. After what came out on him here about a month ago, everything should be dismissed. Every bit of it. And I think it will be, because he's compromised, that's for sure. The district attorney, he's compromised. Prosecuting attorney, they're all compromised. And it's all political and for election interference, trying to make him look as bad as they can. And they haven't been able to do it because everything they try makes him stronger with his base. And people, they want to talk shit about the MAGA people this. You know what? They're a strong Christian conservative group for the most part. Yeah, maybe there's some wild ones in there, sure. But what we believe in is we're patriots. We love our country. We love each other. We don't care black, white, Asian, Latino. It don't matter. We love each other. And we take care of each other, especially when the chips are down. And, that's the part they can't stand. But anyway, it's just, it's shameful what's going on right now in this country with our government, especially, and the politicians. And I don't know if it'll ever get any better. Hopefully we'll get Trump in there. I think we will, because this little deal right here is pretty much going to seal it, I think, for him. There's a lot of people that's was leaning toward him anyway, because they know these prosecutions are wrong and there's nothing to them, and they think it's just wrong the way they're doing him. And now this part of it, they see and they think they know who's behind it. We don't know for sure, but we're pretty sure who's behind all this. A lot bigger than we are. I mean, But, everything they try has made him just a stronger person. And I tell you what, that's a brave man to get up there the way he's done these rallies up until now, and never worried about what could happen to him. And then it happened to him Saturday. And this man took it like a hero. He fell to the ground, they covered him up, and he come up fighting. And he's right back out there the next day. And, he's at the Republican convention right now, and just, he's a strong man. He don't quit. He don't give up. And it's why he is the best fit for our country, because he's just like us. He don't quit. There's no quit in him. There's no surrender in him. He's a fighter because he loves his country and he loves the people in his country. And not just white Americans. He loves white, black, Asian, Latino. If you're a citizen in this country, that man loves you, and he would do anything to help you. And that's what he's been trying to do this whole time, is help the people of this country be better, give them more, give them better, make a better life. And all the liberals are trying to do is bring communism into this country because they don't want to work. They don't want to do nothing but lay on their fat, lazy asses and draw a check or draw free shit all the time, what they've always done. And the Democrats want to feed them and all these illegal immigrants coming in this country because they've lost so many of their voting base. They're trying to build it back with illegal immigrants and what few liberals they got. Liberals don't make up many people in this country, maybe 1 to 2%, maybe at the most. So, that don't give them a good base to vote. So that's why the border's open right now. That's why the people, they're letting millions and millions in over the border, hoping to build a bigger base for, to take an election. And I hope that all the states follow suit of where some of them have. They've passed laws right now to where you have to be a legal citizen to vote with an ID. And, I'd like to see it happen in every state, like the Constitution says. It's right there in the Constitution. You have to be a citizen of the United States. And, I don't know where the Dems ever got that it was okay for illegals to vote to start with. But most of the stuff the Democrats do is corrupt and illegal anyway. So, it's not surprising. They just make up their own rules as they go and try to force it upon everybody else is the problem. And, I think the people in this country's had enough of the bullshit. I really do. I mean, it's you can see it every day with people. And, you can say what you want about Trump. That man draws a crowd everywhere he goes, every state he goes to, wherever he's at. That man draws a bigger crowd than anybody ever has. Biden, they showed a little campaign rally he was doing the other day. I swear to God, there could have been 100 people there or less. They won't span out, of course, to show you. It was in a small room to start with where Trump does his outside where you can see the crowds anyway. But it's just ridiculous. I mean, you can say what you want about this man, and I know a lot of people don't like Trump. And I got, some close family that don't care for him either. I don't care what the man has to say of what he was tweeting or what he was saying. Everybody's got a right to speak what they want, Everybody else does, but they don't think he can, or Republicans or conservatives can speak their mind. But you know what? We can. We will, and we do. Like I've said before, if it hurts your feelings, I don't give a damn. That's just, if it hurts your feelings, there's a problem to start with. Shouldn't be anything anybody says hurts your feelings to that point. I mean, just, I don't know. We'll see what comes out of this. Scary world right now. If you're smart, when you go out, every time you go out, you'll be locked and loaded. I am, about everybody I know is. If I was Trump, I would have my own bodyguards too, everywhere. I'd surround myself with people that I knew I could trust and knew was on my side. And then, and I know he can get to, he's got the resources to come up with those people, I'm sure. And there's a lot of people in this country to stand behind him and protect him every day. We'd all, be more than glad to, because we know, we believe in him, we know what he's done, we've seen what he's done, and we know what he can continue to do, and that's what they're scared of. The elite and the Republicans, Democrats, there's a few Republicans too that's in there with the elite that are corrupt as hell, and the Democrats are just about all corrupt as hell, and liberals. But they know what's coming. He's exposed them already in the last, might as well say 8 years when he first came in, and I think he'll really expose them this time. And, that's just like a lot of these people that's had to leave this country that was exposing things on these people. And I won't go no names. You know who they are, the ones that's had to leave the country. One was in Russia, one was in Europe forever, that they were trying to lock up. They were trying to lock these people up because they were telling the truth. They were exposing things that they didn't want out that was corrupt, and they knew the American people needed to know. And I'm sorry, we need to know these things of what's going on sometimes, because the government hides everything from us. And the media goes along with it. They're paid to go along with the government and agree with them and never give out the details. The media don't tell you none of the news, the real truth. They just tell you what they want you to hear, what the government wants you to hear, and that's the sad part about it all. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about it and wait and see what happens in the days to come. See how it all shakes out. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to shake out too good. I seen a rumor on there today on one of the news stories that even the guy that took the shooter out, the Secret Service guy that took him out, was fired today. I don't know how true that is, but I think it's a damn shame because he said that he had the shooter in his sight for 1 to 2 minutes or more and was told to stand down. Now, how's that work? Why would you give an order that come from the top, Secret Service, stand down? That right there don't look good. And if that's all true, there's a problem. And there need to be people heads roll and people fired. Why? I just don't understand. You got your former president and your leading candidate for president at this time, 24, and should never be in this kind of a situation to start with. But the Secret Service is paid to protect him and take care of him. But I don't think half of them that's there are politically compromised. They don't want to take care of him. They don't care what happens to him. That's just like RFK Jr. They won't give him Biden. They won't give him Secret Service protection. He's running for president too, as an independent, and that's wrong. He deserves it too. But that's just the way they are. Anybody that's like, well, I guess he's running on the Democrat Party ticket against Biden, so of course they're not going to give him no protection. They don't want anybody in their way for what they're trying to do. Keep Biden in there to keep Obama's agenda going, and all the bullshit with the climate change bullshit and all this other corruption they're doing with Ukraine and places. That's the whole thing behind this. That's why they're keeping their puppet in there, and why they want their puppet to stay in there, because there's a shadow government, as they say, behind Biden running this country right now, and I think we all know who it is. I think it's Obama and a few others that's behind it. I think it's Obama, Clinton. Probably wouldn't surprise me some of the Bushes either, because they're all just alike. I voted for the two Bushes, but I wish to hell I'd have never voted for them, because I don't think either one of them's worth a shit after what I've seen out of them and seen lately in the past years especially. But anyway, I'll get off my soapbox and just... Anyway, that's all I got for right now. So if you like this video, give me a like and a follow, and comment if you want. Tell me what you think. All right, I'll see you later.